Well, welcome back to the Timeline Ranch. So it's the next day. I'm gonna fire the wood burn stove up. Show you what it looks like outside. So we have an interesting cloud bank there. Sun's fixing to peek over, it looks like. It's about 55 degrees. The wind's blowing pretty decent. It's not bad down here, but you can tell there's a good breeze up a little bit higher. It'd be a nice sunrise. Wind's making a little bit of oxygen for the pond. Well, it's definitely up now. Let's go do the first fire up on the stove. So I've got inside the stove some dead yucca leaves. They're nice and dry. A little bit of tree bark on top of that. To initially fire it, this is the air wash that goes to the right. That keeps the glass looking a little cleaner. It brings air in on the top of it. It kind of swirls and keeps the smoke away from the glass. These are the air control valves. So the left is your primary. That's open. And for the fire, when you're lighting it, you want the secondary off, completely closed. Let's get this thing going. Looks like I've got a pretty good draft already. It's sucking all the smoke in. They said to leave the door just cracked a little bit until the kindling all gets going good. Yeah, those yucca leaves, it doesn't take much to get those going. Yep, it's officially lit. I think I can go ahead and close this thing. So they say to leave like the controls I had, you know, the primary all the way open, the air scrub open until you get a good bed of coals, and then you can go ahead and adjust it down some. You know, the secondary is more for a slower burn. I decided not to put any of the screws in the flue pipe right now. I'm going to just, I'm going to burn it and watch it. Make sure nothing comes apart on me. I'm going to get some longer self-tapping stainless screws to go all the way through from this outside for here. Because I've got that, hub in here that I can't get to real easy. I could put a screw at an angle up, but I figured it'd be easier and look cleaner just to put it through. Then I'm going to get some black high temperature RV silicone to put on there to make that look a little cleaner. So they say you want this flue pipe temperature, a good range for it, and it's already getting warm. Let's see what temperature it is. They say you want it running between 225 and 475 is the optimal burn temperature. You can hear it popping and cracking now. Now it's already 108. 109. Yeah, it don't take very long for it to get up there. So anything below 225 is too cool. You're going to have creosote build up in it inside your flue pipe. And anything above 475 is burned a little too hot. Yeah, it's going to look real nice with that fossilized seashell limestone on the wall behind there. And then those shelves that I made at 5 feet. And then I'm going to go probably 20 inches above that and put the second one. I'm going to put another wall support bracket off that shelf right here to attach this pipe. Keep it good and stout. And I'll do the same thing upstairs on the other shelf. Let's see what temperature it is now. Oh yeah. Good in there. I can feel the heat radiating out of it already. Let's see how hot the stove itself is. Yeah, it's going pretty good. So trying to build a little bit of bed of coals before you put anything larger in there. Looks like I'm gonna have to get a little tray or something to put on the ground while I'm processing my firewood. Kind of interested to see how long that much firewood will last. This isn't very big, you know, this is, there's my hand size, so. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put a couple of these smaller logs in there. And I said it's better to put the wood in at this angle here instead of facing like this. Because the flue, the gases out of the end of the wood blow the soot onto the glass. So it's better to turn it like that so that when it blows it out, it doesn't direct it towards the glass. Let's see if anything's coming out of the stack up there. Any kind of smoke, if it's visible. No, doesn't look like anything's coming out of it to me. Oh yeah, you can see just a tiny bit. Yeah, you can see just a little bit coming out. Let's see what temperature flue pipe is now. So 225 to 475 is optimal. We're getting hotter though. Once those little logs get going, it'll be definitely above 200. I guess I'm gonna put a pot of water on for some tea. Be back in a little while when it gets up to operating temperature. Well, it is up to operating temperature, or above the minimum. I'm gonna put a little water on there for my moringa tea. I'm gonna burn it good and hot this time. They say to get it, this first fire, to get it up to 400 or 500 degrees at least, to, you know, cure that paint. So in my opinion, with all the information that I've reviewed on how to design the flue stack on your wood burning stove, you want at least 15 foot of vertical rise to establish a good draft, you know, for air pressure differentiation. This one's got 17 feet of vertical rise and 3 feet of horizontal. You know, on that horizontal, it really slows it down quite a bit, but I'd rather have to clean out the flue pipe a little bit more than to have a roof penetration, because that's a potential leak there. Let's go see what the stack is upstairs. I'm sure the people over there, the Tiny Wood Stove Company, wouldn't approve of my re-engineering for their double wall insulated pipe. 178. Yeah, you want it to stay at least at 225 all the way up to stack. Of course, it's not all the way up to operating temperature just yet. A little hotter on that horizontal. Well, it's officially smoking, burning the paint, curing the paint. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if it was melting that. I think that was from something else. I got this thing maybe a little too hot. I guess it'll be alright for one burn. It's definitely hot now. I should never get it up to this temperature again. I'm sure the flue pipe's going to start glowing here in a little bit. Looks like my water is just about there. Starting to see a little steam come out of it. I don't know, this sucker's burning hot now. Gotta wonder how hot this. It stays pretty cool down there. And I was wondering about a wood storage right underneath the fire. They must have it insulated quite well on the bottom. I can dampen it down by the air control valves if I need to. I want it to burn good and hot though for a little while to cure that paint. You got the little agitator here. Keeps the ash bed clear. It's really for coal, but it helps with that too. Burning nice and clean though. No smoke coming out at all up there. Alright, my water's done. How many tens of thousands of pots of tea and coffee I'm gonna make off this wood burning stove. This time will tell. Well, I already restocked the stove again. This could be the last bit I'm gonna burn in there. I think it's got its burn in done. Almost 600 degrees. Oh, it is right at the top. It is 650. I was checking the wall temperature. It's about 140. Up here where this double insulated is, it's not very hot at all. The double insulated is only 100. Single wall is 300. It's like right here by the stove, it's about 160 on the wall. My box that my heat exchanger is going to be on, not too bad. 130, 140. Yeah, I think it's going to work. Once I put that limestone on there, once I put that limestone on there, it'll make the temperature better. The studs behind there. Well, I guess that's going to be it for the wood burning stove install and all the work that was done this trip, because it's time to go home. I'll see you on the next one.